During the run-up to the reveal of this 2021 GV80, I've had one reoccurring thought. How on earth is Genesis going to improve on the already excellent Hyundai Palisade? As it turns out, the upstart luxury brand isn't even going to try. That's because, contrary to earlier reports, the new GV80 SUV isn't based on the same platform as Hyundai's hot seller after all. Despite sharing that SUV's midsize and 3 rows of seats, the GV80 is built on the underpinnings of the latest G80 sedan. That means that all this rides on a rear-wheel drive based chassis. It also has a different engine lineup comprised of a 2.5-liter turbo 4 and a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6. We'll get to those powertrains in a minute, but first, I want to focus on the way this thing looks and check out how truly posh it is inside. It's still going to be a little while before Genesis coughs up the key fob and lets me drive a US spec GV80, but until then, they have been kind enough to deliver one for us to check out in person, so let's get tucked in. Now, first things first. Based on looks, nobody is going to confuse this Genesis SUV with its Hyundai or Kia relatives, or any other luxury SUV this side of a Bentley Bentayga. With its massive Superman shield grille and narrow double hash mark headlights, the GV80 looks both expensive and imposing, especially with this prestige model's chromy 22-inch wheels. The GV80 is not subtle. Honestly, I don't even think it's particularly handsome, but the front end manages to simultaneously say, I've got power, I've got money, and get the hell out of my way. That's probably the point, and even if it's not, it's likely just as well for this model's sales prospects. In any case, that hash mark theme in the headlamps is carried around to the fender's garnishes and around back to the matching taillights. The GV80 is a convincingly muscular and upscale looking machine, even if it is a little too ostentatious looking for my tastes. The real show, however, is inside, which is both flat out gorgeous and packed with next level tech. Listen, as good as some of the offerings from Genesis have been to this point, I don't think luxury brands like BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus have been particularly nervous about this Korean upstart. But if those established players aren't worried already, they will be once they take a look inside this cabin. It is stunning. While even base GV80s deliver a big 14.5-inch infotainment display and heated leatherette seats for around $50K, stepping up to the mid-range advanced model will net you stuff like vented leather seats, matte finish wood, panoramic moonroof, 21-speaker Lexicon surround sound audio, and even a shareable digital key. This 3.5T all-wheel drive prestige model, however, is the daddy. Starting at around $70K, you get an active motion driver's seat with 7 massaging air bladders and quilted Napa leather, plus 360-degree camera coverage, active noise cancellation, power soft closed doors, and second row seats that feature everything from heating and ventilation to privacy shades and vanity mirrors. It's just this side of a limousine back there. Aside from the augmented reality navigation that overlays directional guidance on top of actual road images, the GV80's coolest feature might be its unique digital 3D instrument cluster that's right ahead of the odd rugby ball-shaped airbag. It's admittedly hard to show on camera, so try to check out the 12.3-inch display in person. It's an industry-first feature from supplier Continental, and it's really trick the way the display has depth and seems to leap out at you on multiple planes. Above all, what I want to ram home is that this is a beautifully rendered interior with top-notch finishes, and you can even get it in unusual premium colors beyond the predictable choices like black, gray, or tan. While previous big Korean luxury cars like Hyundai's Equus and Kia K900 have been comfortable and generally good values for the money, their interiors have included asterisks around some of their secondary materials and switchgear. This GV80's cabin, it is asterisk-free. Genesis hasn't released all of the model's key figures just yet, but we do have some power numbers that suggest asterisk-free performance too. The 2.5-liter turbo whips up an estimated 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, which not only smokes the 2-liter turbo figures from the Audi Q7 and Mercedes GLE, it even beats the output numbers from the much larger V6s that are found in the Acura MDX and Lexus RX. The GV80's up-level 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 sounds like it should really move as well, with 375 horsepower and 381 pound-feet from as little as 1,300 RPM. That is substantially more power than BMW's X5 twin-turbo i6, as well as the forced induction 3 liters from Audi's Q7 and the Mercedes GLE 450. All 3.5-liter GV80s come with all-wheel drive, but extra-driven axles are also offered on the 2.5T. All GV80s get their power down through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all-wheel drivers come with an electronic limited slip differential. As far as other limitations go, well, there's no super high output V8 option like there is from some rivals, at least so far, and we don't know the GV80's fuel economy metrics, let alone other performance figures. We're particularly curious to feel how well the new adaptive suspension system works with its road reading camera. But overall, we're just really excited to get behind the wheel before these leather-lined beasts hit dealers this fall. So we've got a while before we can drive the GV80 and share impressions here on YouTube and at theroadshow.com. But in the meantime, why not let us know what you think of this new SUV in the comments? And since you're clicking around, consider smashing that like button and subscribing to our YouTube channel. You might even want to ding that bell to make sure you're alerted to all of our Roadshow Crew's videos as they publish.